So here's the hack. I keep all of my makeup at school. I have 2 sets, which sounds kind of crazy because you're like, well, how do you have 2 sets of makeup? Well, I just over time collected 2 sets because I knew that I wanted to do my makeup at school. So I can leave it here and it's not a big deal if I need to wear makeup on the weekend. So I will literally place this makeup on top of my kitchen, my classroom. Then I do my hair in the bathroom, which seems kind of like, ew, gross. You would do your hair in the bathroom when kindergartners use this bathroom, but it gets cleaned really well every night. And how else are you gonna see to put your makeup on and do all that? And another part of this hack entails keeping all of this in the cabinet. So it's a little cluttery right now, but you can see like even the top shelf isn't full because I'm really trying to downsize all my stuff and not be a clutter bug at school. So I keep an extra hair dryer here and a straightener. You know, your stuff wears out over time and it's not as good, but it's good enough for school. So I keep that here and it seems to work pretty well for me. Part of my morning routine too is having coffee, so I will start the coffee while I'm doing my makeup and my hair. And it's funny, a lot of teachers will walk in on me doing this and they're like, what in the world are you doing? It's so funny you do your hair and makeup at school. But it saves time, like it really does. I could go on and on about that, but you should really try it if you haven't. Okay, I realize this isn't the most flattering angle, but I don't have my tripod and I wanted to show you like how I get ready. So like I said, I will do 1 layer of makeup. So I just put on my moisturizer and then I let it kind of sit a little bit and curl my hair in between. I do it by layer because my hair, I have a lot of hair and it just helps me to get it all done if I do it layer by layer. One of the reasons I had the idea to make this video is because people are always like, oh my goodness, you're so funny, you're doing your hair and makeup at school. But there's a really specific reason why I do this at school, and it's to save time and stress. So I would consider myself a morning workout person, and I always kind of have been, but then the last 2 years I've been working at this school and we start, our contract time is 7:10, the kids come in at 7:20. My old school, I had about 30 to 40 minutes of just alone time because the kids had recess, and you teachers know that you kind of need that alone time to get your stuff done and feel like, I'm gonna put some primer on now, and to feel like you're ready for the day. And I was finding that between going to work out and getting to school on time, putting makeup on, doing your hair so you can look like a human being, I was getting like really stressed and I was rolling in right at 7:10, which if you have kids in your room eating breakfast at 7:20, you do not want to be behind and feel like you don't have anything prepped for the day. And because of the stress of the school that I work at, I was finding that I wanted to leave every day too when I could. Teaching at a title building, you know the stress of that. So anyways, you really need that morning time. So I'm like, why don't I just start doing my hair and makeup at school, regardless if I work out or not? So I started doing that. So some days I do go to Orange Theory at 5 a.m. I shower quickly there and get to school by 6:20, 6:30. And I do my hair and makeup in the classroom. I have privacy, nobody's here. I'm the first person here. I even beat the janitor here, which I'm not bragging about that. It's not about that, it's just letting you know how early I get here. And I'm able to get everything put on and done, usually by 7. So that gives me from 7 to 7:20 to prep stuff, go make copies, and I'm not kidding, usually I'm still one of the only people here in this hallway by 7:20, so that means, or 7, excuse me. So that means that the copy machine isn't all taken up and I don't have to wait in line and be all stressed about that. So it sounds crazy to have 2 sets of stuff, but really, like, I don't have kids, but if you're a mom and it's really hard for you to get ready for school for yourself, let alone your own kids, and get out the door, I really recommend doing your makeup at school and your hair, because You'll get to do it by yourself. Maybe you can listen to a podcast. I will do that a lot, or listen to an audiobook. Sometimes I listen to music if I'm kind of feeling grumpy, make myself feel better about the day. It's all just kind of just creating a new habit. And even on the days that I don't work out, like I said, I'll still leave my house at 6:15, no later than 6:15, because it takes me about 15 minutes to get to my school. Because I was just finding that I would watch the news or try to do something online at home when I wasn't working out, and I would still get to school like barely on time, and that is just not a good feeling when you have to be ready to deal with small people all day, especially kindergartners who are full of energy. Any kids really, any teaching job. I just think it could be life-changing for your morning routine if you do that. Now I will say having the extra stuff at school has been a game changer, because who wants to drag around their makeup bag everywhere? What if you forget something too? I was having that problem. I would forget something. Like if you do all your makeup and then forget your mascara at home, it's like, you know, not a good look. Like I just collected it a little bit over time. You know, like every time I got paid, I would get another item from my school makeup bag. And then I got an extra curling iron when they were on sale, and I keep travel size stuff in that cabinet I showed you earlier. So, because you know, you can't leave school once you're here. Like teaching is one of those jobs that once you're here for the day. I'm gonna do another layer of makeup. It's worth the time and money to get the extra stuff now. I think if you're someone that hates being late, I hate being late. Like, I can't stand it. Makes me feel anxious. I'll start sweating before school. Who wants to be sweaty like before their kids are even there? You'll be surprised like how much better you feel. And some days it goes a little quicker than others. Like if I decide I don't really want to wear that much eye makeup, that'll save me a lot of time. So anyways, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. If you decide to pick up this routine, please comment below and tell me how you like it. There's got to be someone out there that's just like me and hates being late and is looking for a way to stop it. A little bit of eyeshadow primer. I know, like I said, I'm not going to wear any layers of it today, but kind of see my routine. Dab that on with my ring finger. Get some setting powder. And like I said, I just keep my makeup on the kitchen because there's not enough room in this bathroom. It's not like a home bathroom where you have a vanity and stuff. So I have really oily skin, so I like kind of a matte look to start. It helps me throughout the day. I know my hair looks kind of gooberish because I still don't have the top layer done. It's funny, like when people come in to talk to me in the morning, tell me something, I often look like this because I'm like halfway through the process. This is a Rimmel Stay Matte. It's super cheap and I love it. Put a little bit of blush on so I can look like I'm awake. Like I said, I'm just gonna use a little bit of eyeshadow today because I've got itchy, dry eyes from this darn head cold. Because every teacher wants to have a cold over winter break. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of mascara. I normally would do like a primer layer and all that, but like I said, I'm just going to lunch with my mom and I don't really want to wear a bunch of makeup in case I sneeze it off. I've been sneezing and not coughing and that sort of thing. And some days like my makeup really just looks like this. It's like basic because I'm like not in the mood to put on a lot of makeup. Last step, get these front hairs curled. And I thought about not even doing my hair today, just putting it up in a ponytail, but then I was like, man, gotta see the whole process of how I do a layer and then I do a layer of hair. Layer of makeup, layer of hair. So sometimes I wrap the curling iron, the hair behind it like this, and sometimes I actually clamp it. Just depends. I can get it closer to the root when I do this. And this hair, I washed this hair, Christmas Eve, which was Tuesday, and I'm shooting this on a Friday, so you do the math, or no, Saturday, geez. So sometimes, like I said, I clamp it like this. On this side of my head, I can get it closer to the scalp. And I just have one more strand to do. This curling iron gets really hot, but I like that because I don't have to hold it as long. I have another T3 at home, but it's not this fancy, but it works just as good. Okay. So now I'm just gonna finger comb that out. I do have a mirror that I keep at school so I can see the back of my head, because nothing's worse than hair that looks bad. I'm gonna put a little bit of hairspray. Like I said, I keep like little travel size things at school. And voila, there's the school look. Not too much makeup, just enough to where the kids aren't scared of you, if you know what I'm saying. And it can be all done at school. You just have to get the materials and trust that you can do it at school. And it won't be a big deal. So let me know how you like that plan, and it's a great teacher hack for anybody to use.